Juggernaut Live.
This is the main event of the evening. It's me.
Jugger. Hello, how's it going? I know I'm looking this way because I'm just checking to make sure my stream is actually working. It's been a while. How's it going, guys? Oh, it's been a long while, hasn't it? It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. I had a look the other day, and it turns out it was over a year ago. Oops. I didn't mean to be that long. I didn't mean to be that far behind, but it's the way it goes, you know. Life, as you can imagine, has been rather crazy with them. Well, let's just see what's happened in the last year, shall we? We've had massive forest fires in Australia. We have had me losing my job. We have had me going partially blind after losing my job, after getting an eye infection. We've got me finding a new job, which completely changed my routine. And then this happens! Huzzah! What a fucked up way to start the year, huh? Oh, it's been absolutely and utterly batshit crazy. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. So I thought, why not bust out the old stream? Bust out the old stream. Let's get it rolling. Let's play some classic NES games because I've been a bit lacking in the old video side of things lately. I just haven't had the heart to do anything, to be honest. But the way the world is, the way the things have been, I just didn't have the heart to piece anything together. So I just started playing some old NES games just out of the sake of it, because for me, the NES is kind of a curio. I never grew up owning a NES. I had the microcomputers. I live in the UK. The NES wasn't really a big thing here. It really wasn't. We grew up on ZX Spectrums, Commodore 64s, if you're really unfortunate, Amstrad CPC, and then of course you'd have the Atari ST and the Amiga. That's what I grew up with, that's what I love, that's what I know. So a lot of these NES games kind of blindside me, they take me by surprise, and I realise how wonderful the NES actually was. You know, it's got some cracking games on there, and I only know a handful of them. You know, compared to the library anyway, there's what? 1,300 games for the NES, and I know a couple of hundred of them. So recording a top 100 NES games list is quite difficult when you're going in blind. I don't really want to try every single game, but that's what I'm going to have to do. To know the best and to know my favourites, I'm going to have to play each and every one. So I've been going through it. I've recorded about 80 of the games so far. Or at least shortlisted 80 games for my list, but I keep discovering new games which bump off old games from the list and keep wanting to jostle their positions, and it's quite a daunting task. When you've got something as monumental as a NES, you want to get your list bang on. Hey, Stuttering. The other reason why I started to stream today is I got a new toy. I got a brand new toy the other day. A lot of people have mentioned that I look bruised on one side of my face, this side. And I do have a scar there. I have a slight scar, but because of the light and because of the time I stream, it looks really dark on this side. So when I draw the curtain like that, sometimes it shows a bit of a shadow. And yes, this is real, Stuttering. I am here. I am alive, believe it or not. I know it's been a long time. But here, as you can see through this video, my face is a little bit dark. Not anymore! Well, okay, that's going to take some getting used to. But I got a new toy. I got a new key light, so my face is fully illuminated. No more shadow, no more looking totally bruised. So once I've got the settings absolutely perfect, I can lower it down a touch, make it a bit more natural lighting, make it a bit cooler possibly, so it's not like it's the middle of summer in my room all day, every day. But here we go. So, There we go. I got a new toy. I wanted to set it up. Of course, the reason why I got this new toy is because I bought a green screen last year. And the other reason, aside from saying that my face is bruised, was that I couldn't use the green screen properly because the light was so imbalanced. So I couldn't chroma key it, I couldn't do things with it. But now with this light, once I've got it honed in, I'll be able to do some green screen stuff, which will be lovely. Hello, Bruno Lopez Vega. Yes, from the depths indeed. The depths of my room in the living room. Okay, so anyway, that's been me. That's been kind of what's happening. This year's been, well, the last 12 months have been absolutely insane, and then to top it off with this corona stuff, it's like, holy shit, what a year. And even weirder is that this is the year I am going to do a top 100 NES list. This is it. This is going to be it, okay? So without further ado, just to let you know how I've got this set up, I've got a stream overlay, which is going over now. Okay, so this is my overlay. It's very similar to as it was before. But what I also have, if I switch to my desktop capture for a second, is I've got the screen overlaid here. Now, I'm recording this as a separate feed, so it's all going to be absolutely clean audio, clean video. So no matter how we speak, no matter how my stream is laid out, I will have a crystal clear copy for my top list. Okay, so that's how it's going to roll. I'm going to be effectively recording it twice. Got two sets of recording there. So yeah, so we should be good to go. Now, unfortunately, the chat capture isn't working because, yeah, for some reason I couldn't get Restream to pick up YouTube. And if I can't pick up YouTube, well, I hardly get any viewers. So I'm just going raw through YouTube for now. I'll figure out the rest later. But yeah, we're good to go. So without further ado, as you can see, I'm a bad enough dude to play bad dudes. So I've already recorded that one. That may or may not be featured in my top list. But do you guys have a suggestion of what to play first? I'll let you know if I've recorded it or not. Ready? But I'm going to open the floor to you guys. Bruno, Stuttering, any suggestions of what you'd like to play through first? Maybe a game that's a bit more obscure, maybe a game that I wouldn't normally have played due to my relatively little knowledge with NES games. So not the standard stuff, not Mario or anything like that, but give me something obscure that you think I might like or you think is worthy to be in the top 100 list, and we'll check it out together. How's that? Wait a couple more seconds for those to stream in. And what I will do is I will try to add the YouTube chat to the stream at the same time that's going on. So, close down that chat. We'll open the window. Oh. It's going to be a bit pants, but it will do for now. The Cryon Conquest. Yes, I am aware of that one. It was under another name, wasn't it? It's basically, if I remember rightly, it's Mega Man with a female character, right? Yeah, that is a good one. I haven't recorded that yet, so we'll give that a little razzle-dazzle, shall we? Okay. I can't get the chat up. Alright, we might have to forego chat on the video for today. I'll figure it out later. But the Cryon Conquest is a good suggestion, so let's go with that. Let's get the Cryon Conquest up and running. And then you guys can tell me about audio levels. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, what have you. So I was thinking of recording it around about there, that kind of level. So is that comfortable? Can you hear me over it? Oh, River City, don't you worry. River City is in the list. It's really in there. It's in there good and proper. Journey to Silius is also in the list. More for the music than for the game, though. Wrecking Crew? Yeah, we could check out Wrecking Crew later. Okay, but without further ado, let's get this Creon Conquest going. Just going to move my mic a sec because I've just noticed my shoulder is basically rubbing against the mic. Slightly lower, so is that the game audio slightly lower or my mic slightly lower? Game audio, I guess. How about there? That should do it. About 14. Right, let's go. Yeah, and if I remember rightly, yeah, it's basically Mega Man with a little witch, isn't it? And there's nothing wrong with plagiarism if it's done well, or if it elaborates or evolves the genre. Like being able to shoot up for a start is a great one. Now, how do I get through here safely? Have I got any slide? I'm just gonna have to take the hit, I guess. Alright, let's go. Ow! So it looks like at some points there's no way to avoid damage unless you know what you're doing. And it's got respawning enemies, which is always good for a game of this genre. Oh, they died for me. Okay. Right. Down we go. There's no way of getting through that. Or at least not that I'm aware of. I can't slide or jump or anything, so... I'm just absorbing damage. Way too much damage. No! Oh, it's all the way from the start? Okay. Ah! We do have some other fire options. So Broom is like the platform for Mega Man, from the look of it. Okay, so we have that. Shield. Where does the shield actually come out from? Okay, that could be useful. What about the ball? Ah, the bouncy, reflecty ball is very useful. Okay. Oh, my button's a little sticky. Okay. Never mind. We'll carry on. What have we got? We've got fireballs. Oh no, that's no fireball. Just turn me into a freaking phoenix. Okay. Right, cool. Whatever works. Use a special attack for the single enemy on the screen. Okay. Still low on health. What did the freeze do? Okay, it's a straight line like a laser from the look of things. Okay, my Phoenix isn't working. I must have run out of ammo for it. Okay. Ah! I'm figuring this out as I go along. Third time's a charm, right? go to ball. Okay. Good. Watch out for the jump. Okay, moving on. Music's quite fun. Ow! We'll take out that one first, and then we'll go to ball. You have to chop and change between fire methods quite often in this, way more than you do in Mega Man. Normally, in Mega Man, it's kind of a one change per level kind of thing. Technically, yeah, it's got some nice ideas in there. And the music, while catchy, isn't a patch on something like, say, Mega Man 2, which is the ultimate in kind of this type of game's music. Come on! Oh, I took a beating there. I'm going to use my balls. Okay. So I'm going to need my platforms here. So I'm going to clear the area. That was my broom that was the platforms, wasn't it? Okay, I can't touch the platforms till I'm ready to actually jump on them from the look of it. Okay, boss time. Just going to adjust my headset a little, take out the charger. Okay, I'm starting to dislike the respawning enemies. They respawn way too often. Okay. No continue. Okay. We'll give it another bash. Now that we know roughly what we're doing. See how far we get. Come on. Damn it. Okay, move on. Ah! What happened? Oh, when you shoot, you can't jump as high. Oh, that sucks. Well, that can't be right. Surely. That's just ridiculous, if that's the case. Yeah, it drops your jump. You slow your jump down a touch. Yeah. It's just a touch, mind you, but it's enough to be noticeable. I got hit after he died. Just gonna have to take the hit for that one. Okay. That wasn't the shield, it was the bruise. Okay, moving forward. It's definitely a game of learning what you need for what screen. A lot of memorization from the look of it. A lot of learning its quirks. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Can only have one platform at a time. Okay, so spikes are an instant death. Okay, I'm not sure how to beat that. Keep forgetting she can shoot upwards as well. Trying those awkward jump shots to hit people. Ah! Okay, Bruno, I can see it's a good game, but I don't know, it's certainly not on a par with Mega Man in my opinion, not even the first Mega Man, which in my opinion is the weakest. It's got some nice ideas, but it's also got some confusing choices, like why slow down your jump when you shoot? That's a bit weird to me. Yeah, it's fun. Might have to play that a little bit more just to see what it's like a bit later on in levels. But for now, it's all right. It's to consider for later. And that was Stuttering. That was your choice. Sorry, Stuttering. I thought it was Bruno's, but that was Stuttering's. So next, I've already recorded River City Ransom and Journey to Silius, but I have not played Wrecking Crew. Now, is it the same as the Game Boy Wrecking Crew? Let's give Wrecking Crew a go. It's got a level designer, that's always cool. Big fan of level editors. So I'm guessing I'm just going around and smashing shit up, right? I'm getting points for doing it, so I guess that's the case. saw the door open when I dropped the bomb. Smashed the door. No jump button to speak of. Ah yes, of course. Right. Do I die by falling? No, I don't. Now what do I do? I think I've smashed everything. Oh, pressing select takes you back to the main menu. Okay. Let's try it again. This time I'm going to save that bomb, see if it does any difference. If I leave it to the end. Maybe try and kill the enemy with it. Yeah, I'll try and guide the enemy with it. Come and get me! Okay, so it needs a little bit of a wind up, but I can hurt the enemy with the bomb, so that's probably what I've got to do to complete the level. Come get me! No, not you, Fireball. The enemy pathfinding is very literal. Crikey. Gonna have to lead him by the hand. Wow. Come get me. Gonna preempt it this time. Nope, didn't work. Okay. Wow, this is harder than it looks. If that is the case and I've got to destroy that enemy, that is going to be a pain in the ass. Let's get that out of the way first. Try and lead him up the ladder. Yes, there we go. Now what do I do? What? Somebody got an idea of how to play this? I mean, I'm guessing that I do have to kill that enemy to progress. Because that's the only thing it could be. I haven't quite finished him off yet. Come get me! Okay, I couldn't actually hit him. But it did seem like I was a little bit off to the left, to the right, sorry. So let's see. Let's see what we got here. Come on. Try killing him first again. Nope, nothing. Okay. So I can't kill the enemy like that. Anybody got any ideas of how to play this? Gotta be something I'm missing. No. Oh. No. Select brings me back. There's no, like, select option or anything. A and B buttons do the same thing. Anything else? I've got to say, the AI stinks on ice. Gone behind the scenes. Is there something I have to get him to do behind the scenes? Something I have to do. I have to bash him when he's behind the door. Hurt him. Seems like it just pissed him off. Can't jump on him. Drop on him. Any ideas, guys? I haven't got a clue. I'm gonna have to look up how to play that one. That's a new game for me though. I've not played it before. The ladders. Oh, okay. Right. Thank you, Bruno. Gotcha. Okay. I've got that brick down there to break. Do that. Aha! Great success! Right, I did not know that you had to break the ladders. Thank you, Bruno. Let's check out this game properly, shall we? I can see already that there is going to be some kind of puzzle element to this. There's probably going to be barriers that you can't navigate past. If you get things wrong or do them in the wrong order in later levels, I can see that happening already. What do the barrels do? Can I damage the barrels? I can land on the barrels. They are basically a giant obstacle. Still can't manipulate the doors. And I've already messed up the level, haven't I? Because I didn't go through the top to the other side. I'm probably going to have to die now. Which is that puzzle element I was mentioning earlier. Yeah. Okay. I've got to take care as I maneuver around the level. It's starting to make sense now. Yeah. Yeah, this is fun. Now that I know what I'm doing, I can see its appeal. I can run past the enemies when they're down, if I'm quick. So it's a stun feature. The bomb is a stun feature. Okay. Different brick types take different amounts of hits to actually break. Ah! Okay. Right. Now I'm getting somewhere. It's a good continue option, that's always nice. Gotta be quick. Gotta be very quick. Bang, bang, bang. Run away. No, he's run the wrong way, I'm dead. You really do have to manipulate that AI. I come this way, son of a bitch. You want to play rough? Okay. Oh, maybe not. Bollocks. So there's a lot of timing involved, a lot of strategy. There's a lot of good things to like about this. And even though I'm losing horribly while learning, I'm still playing, which is always a good sign. That did nothing. Too far away. No death from falling. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Not you. Oh. Fire gun. Damn. Right. This time. No hanging about. Got it that time. Ooh, bonus stage with funky music. Go find the coin. Mario found the coin. Alright. Nice. Oh. Did I make it? Yes, I made it just. Now I've got to be careful not to smash the ladders. Otherwise, I'm not going to get to those top ones. And if I hit that bomb, what are the chances that it's basically going to just absolutely obliterate my ladder? Get me! That's all she wrote. All I've got to do is smash the ladders now. Okay. hang of it. Uh-oh. Now what? Oh, I just drop off. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. This is fun. I like this. Now it gets difficult. Or not. Bonus stage again. You can kiss my plums, whoever you might be. Oh, the walls break, of course. Coin? Yeah, Thinking Man's Games probably what caused me to struggle so much at the beginning. I wasn't expecting it to be, because it looks quite deceiving. Oh, delay on those bombs. But once you actually get a feel for it, it's yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. Oh yeah, bombs destroy the ladders. Forgot about that bit. That's just made my life way more difficult than it needed to be. But jobs are good. Run away. This way. Sweet. Yeah. No, that was a mistake. That was my only exit. Burp. Okay, that was Wrecking Crew, and that was really rather fun. I like that. I like it a lot. Right, so, you know, that could very, very well be a contender. Very well be a contender. Where did I save the file? Alright, Bruno, well, thank you for letting me know about Wrecking Crew. I'm going to go play that some more, I think, later. And just get a feel for how good it gets later on. It's intrigued me. Fun game. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, take care. Stay sane during these crazy, messed up times, Bruno. Alright, peace out. I'll see you later. Right, as for the stream will go on for a little while longer. What will we have any suggestions from the chat as to what other games might be worthwhile that I may not have played? Bearing in mind, I am a poor British man. Never had a NES until he was 30 years old. Long time. I'm just going to have coffee while waiting for any suggestions to feed through. I'll tell you what, guys. Have you played Streets of Rage 4 yet? That game is a beauty. If you haven't, go buy it. No matter what system you have, whether it's Switch, PC, Xbox, PlayStation 4, do yourself a favour. Pick up Streets of Rage 4. It's great. Really good. It's not as good as Streets of Rage 3, but it's really good. Okay, so what else have we got? Oh, I'll tell you one that I have played on a different system, but I've not played it on the NES. And that is Warp Man. Warp Man I played on the what was it? The Panasonic. No, the Casio, the PV. Yeah, I played it on the PV, and it was the first time I'd ever played the game there as well. I never played the arcade version. This is kind of an unsung hero of Namco's arcade days. It's also the precursor to Bomberman, really, when you look at this. Oh, blast radius got me. It doesn't quite work in the same fashion as Bomberman, because you can't shield yourself by just walking around a corner. You have to get out of the blast radius. All right. This one was released in Japan, only in Japan on the Famicom, so it never came out in the Europe or the US. It's pretty unsung, pretty forgotten about, which I think's a great shame. Because it's a lot of fun, it's very simplistic. On NES POPO? Oh. I didn't even think it was out on the NES, but I love POPO, so we'll check that out in a minute. Hello, by the way, Neg, how are you doing? But Walkman is, yeah, it's pretty much as expected. It's just a NES version of the same game I played on the Casio. Yeah, quite accomplished. Nothing fancy, but quite addictive. Right, but let's check out this POPO on NES. Okay. So it's a very late Famicom game. Has it got the awesome music though? That's what we want to know. Does it have that kick-ass music? So we've got missions or endless mode. So mission, I would imagine, would that be like the story mode that you'd see in other versions? It doesn't have the kick-ass music of POPO 2, which is a shame, but let's check out missions. Okay, so missions are basically where we have to clear a certain amount of POs off the board. Okay, that wasn't exactly difficult. But let's go to the main meat and potatoes of POPO, shall we? Let's reset. By the way, guys, I am using an emulator for recording these. Before you bite my head off, though, it's purely for better visual quality. I'm running a Cycle Accurate emulator, so it's exactly the same as the original machine. I've also got it to read ahead, so there's no added perceived lag. So it reads ahead 2 frames, so that when my button presses work, they work in exact tandem with the original NES. It uses a lot of processor power to do that, but luckily I'm on a Threadripper 1950X, so I've I've got a bit of CPU overhead to spare, and it runs quite comfortably. See, I only use emulation when it's perfect emulation for recording. If it's inaccurate, then I just don't bother. I'll use the real deal. But yeah, this is as good as it gets. Meeson is cycle accurate. It runs every mapper that I'm aware of, including all the pirate ones. Yeah, this is good old POPO, isn't it? Basically. Runs smooth, it runs quick. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the beastly music that some other versions have, but it's a small price to pay. Yeah. Nearly messed up. Seems to start you off quite slowly. And one thing I have noticed is there's no verses. So it's very different to the other POPO games. The other POPO games had versus mode as basically their standard story mode. It was you against a character that you interacted with in the story. Whereas this is more like Tetris, it's you against yourself. And those big POs are a feature that aren't in any other POPO games. Or at least not that I can remember anyway. That was a mistake. Pieces are dropping quite quick now. You can slide, which is great. I like the ability to slide your pieces. They don't just stick as soon as you drop them, which is always great. You've got that little extra second or two just to tactically tuck them in somewhere. So the purple Puyo not appearing so quickly either, which ups the difficulty. Big Puyo do appear in the Mega Drive versions that I played. I don't remember seeing... it could very well be in there for the Mega Drive versions, but I don't remember seeing one. There was something like that in Puyo Sun, if I remember rightly, but I don't remember it being in Puyo 2 or Puyo Puyo. But I could very well be wrong. I haven't played the Mega Drive ones in quite a while. The last one I played was the PC Engine version, Puyo Puyo CD, and that's great. It's basically Mega Drive Puyo Puyo 2, but just ramped up to the 9s. And I also play Puyo Puyo Champions as well. A modern take on Puyo Puyo, more competitive. I tried to turn it into an esport, and I'm not entirely convinced it works, but... Have you tried that one, NEG? Have you tried Puyo Puyo Champions? Or Puyo Puyo Tetris as well? That was another recent one. That was fun. I did like Puyo Puyo Tetris. In fact, when I didn't know it was getting released in the US and the UK, I actually imported a Japanese copy for my Xbox One. It cost me way more than the eventual Western release there. I think it cost me like 40 quid. And when it came out as a budget release. I was a bit gutted, but at least I'm glad to actually have the game. No, that was a mistake. Ah! I got the wrong colour green. Curses! Alright, we're in recovery mode. We can pick this up. Dust ourselves off. We'll carry on regardless. I'm looking for a big white, light greeny. Okay? My wish has been granted. No. That was a mistake again. Bollocks. I snatched defeat away from the jaws of victory. Yeah, Mean Bean Machine was my first too. That's where I fell in love. Actually, no, it wasn't, tell a lie. It was Kirby's Ghost Trap. Kirby's Ghost Trap stroke Kirby's Avalanche. That was the first one I played. And then I played Mean Bean Machine. I think Champions is my least favourite, apart from the really weird RPG one. But yeah, I'm a fan of Puyo Puyo. They're great games. Bothered grabbing the releases for Mega Drive SNES. Haven't moved to the Saturn ones. Yeah, the Saturn ones are good. Like, Saturn versions of everything are pretty good. The Saturn was a deeply and harshly, cruelly underrated machine. Oh, you checked out the N64 ones? I tell you what, if you are into puzzle games on the N64, I'll tell you my favourite puzzle game on the N64. It's Susume Taisen Puzzle Dama. It was available only in Japan, and it was made by Konami. And it's absolutely batshit insane, but it's absolutely awesome as well. Check it out. You can pick it up for peanuts. Nobody knows about the game. It's obscure. It's under the radar, and you can get it for nothing almost. I bought it when it first came out. Absolutely loved it, and now I see it going for as cheap as a £5 on eBay. I heartily recommend it. It's in my opinion the best puzzle game on N64. Wetrix is up there as well. Wetrix is another really good one. But yeah, Susume Taisen Puzzle Dama is great. Oh, this is going to pop really, really quickly. I am going to die. Get out of this still. cycled the wrong direction. Yo, what's dropping and popping? Okay, we made a dent. Oh, but they're coming down fast now. I was not prepared for that. Oh, shite. Right. Okay. Bollocks. They're coming down too fast. I'm an old man and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. My reaction times aren't that quick. Yeah. I'm done ski. That's it. Game over. Oh, New Tetris wasn't bad. Didn't really think that much of Tetrisphere. But yeah, Susume Taisen Puzzle Dama. Pick it up on eBay. You can get it as cheap as chips for N64. You'll thank me for it. Trust me. Yeah, POP, great on the NES here. That was a really enjoyable game. I thoroughly enjoyed playing that. So that can definitely be put into consideration for the list. I think it probably will make the list, to be fair. So, what should we do next? Any other games that you might suggest I should check out? This is relatively new territory for me, after all. The NES. It's not something I grew up with. So there could very well be loads of games that I missed out on. Tell you what, while I wait for a response there, I do want to check out Chase HQ, because I believe there was an NES version of Chase HQ. Whether it was any good or not, I don't know. Let's find out. Let's do it. That's cool. You can use the Arkanoid controller. The Arkanoid on the NES, in the Famicom version anyway, you had a paddle that came with it to give you much more refined control. I'm going to go auto transmission, normal steering, Arkanoid controller off. Okay. I don't know about the handling on this. It's a wee bit janky. By a wee bit, I mean a lot bit. Pass this off for Chase HQ? Really? Son, I am disappointed. Ah, you're a fellow UK player, are you? Ah, good. So you're more into the C64 and the Spec E and probably the Amiga and ST, which I am way more familiar with than the NES. Yeah, I saw Space Harrier on the NES, and it's not the best. There was another one though. There was an animal game where you play as a girl in a school uniform, and it's just basically a rip-off of Space Harrier. It was released for Famicom only. That was a bit more fun than the actual release of Space Harrier. There's also a copy of R-Type, which we'll play later actually, because I need to record it. But it's basically a conversion of R-Type, but all the graphics have been changed. I'm not sure if it was an official release. It's something like Dragon Magic, if I remember rightly, it's called. But I have to say, Chase HQ on the NES, I'd be disappointed if I got this for Christmas, let's put it that way. Even with the turbo, there's no sense of speed. I'm going full pelt. Bollocks. Yeah. There's no sensation of speed, no sensation of excitement. The timer's not an issue, it's non-existent in this game. Oh, Square had a Space Harrier like. Yeah, I think the one you're referring to is 3D Adventures of World Runner, and I really like that game. I really like that. I got a kick out of it. It's a different beast to Space Harrier. It's a lot more platformy, and I got a kick out of it. I really did. I like 3D Adventures of World Runner. Not a lot of people do, but I am one of them. This, however, I wouldn't say it's shit, but it's mediocre. I've lost all interest in playing it, to be honest. Oh, he's not dead yet. Okay. Well, Space Harrier's a bit crap. I mean, Chase HQ's a bit crap. So that'll be enough of that one. I'm pretty sure, as I said, the R-Type remake is either like Dragon Magic, Dragon Fighter, possibly. Right, I'm gonna try Dragon Buster first. No, that's not it. Oh, the Master System was great. I'm sure you've already seen my Master System top list. I'm big on Master System. I liked it a lot. Is it Dragon Fighter? No, that's Natsume. That's not what I'm thinking of. That's a very rare game though, that Dragon Fighter. Magic Dragon, that's the one. Just like Puff. This could very well be it. Yeah, this is basically R-Type. With a sprite redux. Oops. And I forgot that the scenery kills you. This is probably the weakest version of R-Type out there. Certainly a step back compared to the Master System version. Ah, crap. Look, it turned into a Game Boy game for a second. Yeah, but look at this. This is... The thing is, under all of the jankiness, it's still R-Type. And there's still something about it that I like. But it's so janky. So janky. Stage 4 cleared? What? Stage 1? Read W. Okay. There is actual Game Boy R-Type. Yes, R-Type on the Game Boy rules. There's two R-Types on Game Boy, R-Type 1 and 2. And then on the Game Boy Color, there's R-Type DX, which is kind of an amalgamation of the two. And yeah, they're really good considering the system limitation. I thought they did a bang-up job. But this, I think the game ripper's wrecked, or it's just that janky to begin with. Oof. Yeah. Magic Dragon isn't that magic. But when you play it, it does feel like it's Dragon. Dragging all my time away. Even the music in the background. Ugh. So let's move on. Let's cleanse the palate. Let's get something good going. Got two pieces of shite in a row. What is this? This is a game called Tassac, which I've never heard of. So I'm just going to check it out. I have no idea what it is. Oh, it's a shmup. Okay. Oh, it's a shmup with hideous slowdown. Oh my word. I can feel it grind. I can feel the smoke coming out of the NES. The virtual NES. Just struggling to cope with the sprites. It's happy in space. The slowdown is dreadful. Jeez, man. Not exactly graphically tasking, but I can feel it so bad. Like walking with molasses. Oh. I feel like I'm wrestling the controller to the left and to the right. Okay, well. this is riveting, isn't it? The enemy movement. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's chugging so bad. Put the NES on life support. It's dying. Come on. I could hand draw the frames faster than that. Holy crap. And is that literally every enemy in the game there listed? Is it the same enemies level in, level out? Friend recommended you play Jackal. Yeah, Jackal's alright. I think it's overrated, but I can kind of see the appeal. But this... there's a reason this has been forgotten. There's a reason why nobody talks about this game. It's not in the plain bad category to be embarrassing and to be brought up by AVGN, but nobody in their right mind would choose to play this. Not if they knew what it was. It's just... this is it. Okay, it's kind of cool that they managed to break the sprite limit of the NES so well. But the slowdown just makes it unplayable. It's so boring. That is a giant nope from me. That is not good enough. Okay, let's try... Tagging Dragon. Uh-oh. It's actually made by the same company as that game that I just played. I get the feeling this ain't gonna be so good. Okay, Tagging Dragon. Okay, what have we got here? Okay, I eat the walls. Right. Is that what I've got to do? Just to eat all the walls? Okay, so you need space to turn around. And I can't eat walls anymore. Krusty's Funhouse. Yeah, that wasn't a bad game, I'd say. I wouldn't say it was so bad it was good. It was just a little of its era. Let's say it's of its era. There are some improvements that could be made now, but I think Krusty's Funhouse was an alright game back in the day. I remember it got ported to nearly everything. I remember it was on the NES, the SNES, the Amiga, Mega Drive. Yeah, there was loads of ports. So the underlying premise couldn't have been that bad. I think it even came out on the Game Boy and a couple of other bits. But walking around trying to burn him with the candle I picked up. He runs as fast as I do. I can only hit him, it seems, when he's walking straight. I can't hit him between blocks, I have to be in the right grid. There we go. Right. So you eat the potion to break up the walls, you find the candle, and you kill everything with that. That is the premise of this game, is it? Game. This is shit. Okay. Tagging Dragon can suck my nutbag. That is a terrible game. Even the music, listen to that. I wish I could mute that. That is terrible. Oh my god, that is the worst song ever. Ugh. That's CFAX character design. Yeah. As it's 1:30 in the morning, I've got to find a good game to finish off on. I can't stay up too much longer because I do have work in the morning, but I just can't end on that. That cannot be my end. Yeah, this is going to be good, surely. Super Star Force. Early Tecmo game. Surely this is going to be good, right? Okay. I don't have enough money for the boots, but... Okay, so we've got a shmup with a shop. Interesting. And warps. Cool. Okay. Graphics are alright. They pop in quite nastily, but it's to be expected with the hardware. They're nice and colourful at least. Hey, how's it going? I haven't been around a while. I've had a few things. OSG, I've had a few things last year which popped up, which kind of put me on the back burner for making videos. Firstly, I lost my job. It all moved over to Malta due to Brexit. And then I got an eye infection and I went blind for a month or so. That really sucked. And then I got a new job, so I was learning that with a completely new routine and what have you. And then this coronavirus turns up, and completely fucking blindsides everybody. So it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year, but I'm here. And what better use of my time than play some NES games that I wasn't previously aware of. Some reminds you of Slap Fight, yeah, a little bit, It's not bad. It's for an early, well, for a relatively early NES game. It's not bad at all. It feels responsive. It looks pretty good. It's got a good amount of sprites on screen. It's got that weird kind of wood thing going on. It's got some interesting mechanics that you don't normally see in a shmup. Okay, let's pick up the boots and the bomb. Yeah, that's life, unfortunately, OSG. You know, sometimes things have to get put on the back burner. It's just having the free time and getting everybody recovered. My wife's mum also passed away during the Christmas period, so I've kind of had a lot on our plate lately, and YouTube was the furthest thing from my mind. So I've been a bit lacking on this channel for a while. But I hope once everything settles, we'll be able to kick it off again. I got this new light up here, which will mean that I can use my green screen properly and hopefully boost up production a touch, production quality. Right now we're just covering some NES stuff to maybe put in the top 100 NES games list. This is fun. I've got no idea what he's on about there, but he has nothing of interest to me. Let's move on. I'd say, aside from the graphical popping at the top of the screen, this is pretty damn good. It's got a nice difficulty curve. It's not too easy, it's not too difficult. The lack of bombs disturbs me a little bit. We can work with that. I like the fact that your score is also your money. That's always a good mechanic. Do you get more power-ups and sacrifice your points, or do you go for the high score and go for that just raw input from the original gun? Yeah, this isn't bad. Is it a top 100 game though? Probably not. I don't think. Yeah, NEG, tell me about it. Well, I thought the forest fire. Do you remember the forest fire? It feels like forever ago now. But the fires in Australia, I thought that was going to be the most dreadful thing ever in the history of wildlife. I thought that was going to be the big story of this year, and then along comes Corona. Fucking hell, and just blindsides everybody. But I've got to be perfectly honest with you. Even though that the actual virus is horrific and it hurts a lot of people, there's something about the way it brings out the best in people for the most part. There is a camaraderie. You absolutely are feeling a togetherness. There's feeling a camaraderie. Neighbours are helping each other once again. They're checking up on the elderly to make sure that they're fine. You know, they're reminding people that they care. And that's a really good thing that's come out of it. And for me personally, I'm working from home, so unfortunately I don't get the time just to chill out and play all the time and relax, but I get to spend more time with my family, spend more time with my kids, and more and more things you can buy and get delivered to your door. Things like groceries, which I couldn't normally get in my area, they're now starting to deliver to me. You know? So it's brought a feeling of togetherness, it's brought a convenience. It means that my commute isn't as long in the morning. I don't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work. I can roll out of bed at 5 to 9, be at my desk for 9 o'clock and ready to work. So there are some plus points, you know, family, togetherness, quality time, lack of commute. I've got to say, I'm going to somewhat miss some of the things that come out of this lockdown. I really am. The new normal, as they say, I think we could benefit from it in many ways and adapt some of what we've been forced to live with and bring it forward to make our everyday life when we go to the original normal better. You know? Remembering our community, remembering the elderly, spending more time with the kids, having a better work-life balance, that kind of thing. We should continue that even when the lockdown is but a memory, distant memory. Yeah. It gets a bit frustrated being locked in, but it's a small price to pay, right? For the greater good, as they always say. For the greater good. And in the evenings, while we can't go out drinking, we can save a bit of green, a good old bit of cash, and we can spend that on NES games. And I picked up a Neo Geo Mini. I've been playing that today. That was a lot of fun. I picked up a new 14TB hard drive with the money I've been saving on petrol. So I've got more room for actually recording 4K footage now. I've got another 14TB drive for it. So yeah, I can definitely see there's a couple of financial benefits if you're lucky enough to have a job that allows you to work from home. Because you're paying less for your commute, you're not buying as many takeaways because takeaways are closed. You're able to save up a bit of money and get those things that you really wanted, like an Oculus Rift headset, for example. Things like that. You can get yourself other treats. And the great thing with the Oculus Rift is you can experience outside life from inside your home. It's great. Things like VR chat is a bit outside of my scope, but I love playing poker VR. Poker's a great way to just chill and chat with people. Yeah, NEG. I think it will lead a percentage of businesses to change their work ethic and realize that we have families, we have children, and they come first. You know, it's proven now that we can work from home. We're able to work from home, so there's no excuse for us not to be able to incorporate that into our regular life once this is all over. I think there'll be a lot of pressure and a lot of pushing for this to become more regular in many businesses where it's applicable. Okay, but let's go for another game. In the meantime, let's go for Archistar's Ring. Let's see what this is. I don't know, but I hope Archistar isn't too angry with us borrowing his ring. Oh look, it's well, at first it looked like an RPG, but it's more like a shooter. Okay. Got a key. Go through the door. Okay, the turning speed is dreadful on this. The graphics are as plain as day. I mean, you compare it to Zelda, and there is no comparison. You can't turn on the spot either. When you're on a square, you have to move into the adjacent square. You can't just rotate your character to shoot in another direction, which is a bit of a ball ache, if you ask me. So it's a pile of mediocrity at the moment. Okay. Right. How exciting. So do we just have to kill enemies until the key drops? Is that it? Wow. Yep, that's all we have to do. Kill the enemies, get the key, move on. Wow, this is... Is this what passed for a game? Back in the NES days like this? underwhelming. Let's put it that way. I have no feeling of excitement or any feeling, really, playing it. This is, yeah. It's just bland. Just, yeah. Oh, I've gone into a dungeon now. Ooh, spooky. Funky zombies, they look hilarious. Okay, that rod did nothing. How about that one? No? This one? Okay. That one killed me. Great. I'm bored. I'm over this already. I'm sure as hell glad I didn't fork over money for this. I'd be gutted. Okay, we've got fake doorways, we've got fake steps. It's just more nuisance than anything. It's not an exciting game mechanic. It's not like, oh boy, that door was fake. Oh, how exciting. It's just, oh, for fuck's sake. It means I've got to go round another way. Let's go down into the skull and crossbones area. Oh, that was riveting. And completely full of point. Yeah, I'm done with that. That is... yeah. It's just nothing, really. Maybe you can figure out how Wrecking Crew works. Funnily enough, NEG, we were playing that earlier. I think our friend Bruno recommended it was worth checking out, so I did. And I figured out how to play it after about 15 minutes, and I really got into it. I think it's a pretty good game, to be fair. And yeah, I look forward to playing a lot more of it. Because I've got a sneaky suspicion it could be a little contender for the top 100 list. It's that good. Now that I know how to play it. But let's get one last game. I'll open the floor. Okay, guys. The first suggestion that comes out is the game we will play for the last game of the evening. And then as it's like 1:40 AM and I've got work in the morning, I've got to, yeah, call it a night after this one. So, guys, to you, a game that you think might be worthy of the top 100 NES spots. That will be a little bit obscure. I've played most of the popular games. I've recorded about 70 games at this point. Not all of them will make the top 100 list, but I've recorded about 70. Mega Man 2, yeah, that's what I would call quite a comfortable top 100 spot place winner. It's going to be in the upper top. It's going to be in the top 20, that one. I've already recorded footage for it. So how about something a bit more obscure, something that not everybody might know? Is there any game that you might think is your guilty pleasure, something that you like but maybe doesn't get fawned upon? Yeah, Mega Man 2 isn't obscure, but it is a great game. And it's, in my opinion, the best Mega Man game ever. Are there any more choices there? NEG maybe? I'll tell you one game that was a big surprise for me. Desert Commander for the NES. That's a game I never heard anybody talk of before. I played it, and it's like Advance Wars, and it's absolutely fucking great. I don't know why more people don't talk about that. But that was a really welcome surprise, and that's going in the list for sure. See, I want to find more games like that. Mega Man 3, yeah, Yoshi's Cookie. Kung Fu, yeah, Kung Fu is definitely in there. The jury's out with Kung Fu 2, Spartan X2. I played it and I didn't click that well with Kung Fu 2. Yoshi's Cookie. Which one's Yoshi? See, there are two Yoshi games that are very similar to each other. I can't remember which one Yoshi's Cookie is. I think that's the one where you have to swap the tiles rather than the eggs, isn't it? Sorry, I'm not giving you the V's. I'm just trying to visualise how it works. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to. Don't take offence. So, Yoshi's Cookie. Let's give that a go, because I can't remember which one it is. Well, the good news is it's made by Bulletproof Software, so that's always a good sign. Another one of my favourite puzzlers is made by Bulletproof, and that is Pipe Dream / Pipe Mania. And that was a great game on the NES. I've already recorded footage for that. I was only going to record a minute or two, but I ended up playing it for 3 hours. Oh, it's this one! Yeah, this one's great. You have to slide the columns and the rows down to match everything up. Ah, yes. That's right, this one you slide the columns over. It's the other Yoshi game where you have to flick the panels side by side to actually get a complete row. Yeah, Yoshi's the egg hatching. Okay, I've got to wait for them to connect, and then I can switch them over. I can press B to accelerate movement. There we go. Area clear. Yeah, this is fun. This is the good one in my opinion out of the two. The actual Yoshi game, I wasn't a big fan of, to be honest. Okay, it looks like we're hitting our quota. Oh, somebody subscribed.
Darren's just subscribed.
Thank you very much for the sub. Always appreciated. Ah, there's Yoshi. Yoshi! Right. Area clear. Yeah, this one's great. Scat as well, yeah, that's great. That reminds me an awful lot of Forgotten Worlds. It was like an NES version of Forgotten Worlds. I quite like that. Okay, moving on. Easy peasy. It's when you get these stragglers, that's when it's difficult. Not that difficult, but difficult. See, there's a straggler down at the bottom there that I need to match. That's going to be tricky. Should have waited for that. I would have got 4. Am I going to be counting many great JRPGs? It's a tricky one. See, this may be sacrilege to a lot of people, but I'm not huge on Japanese RPGs. I hate the random encounter battles, and while I do have to bear in mind the age of these games, when I play them again now, a lot of them piss me off. But there will be several good RPGs in there. The obvious contenders there will be there. The Final Fantasy game. I'm not counting games that were translated unofficially, so it has to be playable in English. So things like Earthbound and what was it? Final Fantasy 2 won't be on the list, but Final Fantasy 1 will definitely be on there. The Dragon Warrior games will be on there. I'm just trying to think of other RPGs off the top of my head that will make the cut, but there are a couple. Dragon Buster 2, I quite like Dragon Buster. Rygar, unfortunately, will not be on the list. I've never been a fan of Rygar. I've always found it a bit repetitious. It's not. The funny thing is, it's not a bad game at all. It's a good game, but it never kind of escalated past just being good for me, if you know what I mean. It's not like one that I think, wow, Rygar was amazing, it was incredible. It was always like, oh yeah, Rygar, I remember that. It never quite got past that stage for me. So, because the competition is so fierce on the NES, I don't think Rygar will make it. Ninja Gaiden will. Ninja Gaiden 3 in particular will. Not 100% convinced on number 2. But the first one and the third one will be in there for sure. Ah, this is getting hairy. Okay, that's game. Yes, Crystallis. That will be yeah, SNK's RPG Crystallis is definitely in the list. It's up quite high as well. It's a very, very good RPG. Okay, well that's Yoshi's Cookie. Now, for comparison's sake, I have to play Yoshi now. Because, if I remember rightly, Yoshi was the inferior game. I need to play them both just to figure that out. Hong Kong 97, well that's SNES, that's not NES, Alan, but that game is something special. Hong Kong 97 is something special. DD2, do you mean Double Dragon 2? Yes, Double Dragon will certainly be featured. Yeah, this is the one. I think I had this on a Game Boy when I was a kid. It's just a bit meh, you know? I'm sure it gets quite frenetic later on and quite exciting, but for now... Yeah, I've seen better days, Alan. I've seen better days, but I'm okay. I'm here now. I was just saying to the other guys, last year was a bit rough, and that's why I wasn't around a lot. I lost my job. I got an eye infection, which left me partially blind for a little while. My wife's mother died, and then I had to find a new job. Got the new job, and of course, routine changed and all of that jazz. So yeah, it was a bit rough last year, but we're out. We're on our way through it, and then coronavirus hit. so we're right back to being in the shtuck, but we'll all get through it together. Just remember, at this time in life, you're never alone. We're all in this together. Yeah, this one, it's simple, but it's just frustrating. I mean, all that you have to do is match 2 up, but in practice, it's quite devilish in that regard. It's quite fast-paced for a puzzler, and once you've set something in a column, there's no way to kind of move it. You can't shake enemies or you know, change the order of what's already been placed. So it's very much do or die, and yeah, this one it's not best. You gotta be quick. Ah! There we go. And I have to drop that down and drop him down, but while that's happening, he's dropping. So this isn't really fun. I certainly wouldn't say I'm enjoying myself playing this. Okay, so the Yoshi egg does destroy a column, which is a bit more useful, I suppose. If you get a complete Yoshi egg. But yeah, this isn't anything to shout home about. Yeah, this is... This isn't great. It reminds you of you at work. Yeah, see, my new job, I've got to be on the ball, unfortunately. My new job, I work in compliance for an insurance management company now, and it's a lot of legalese and making sure that they follow the rules. So I've got to be on the ball, which means lots of early nights and lots of study. Which is good. It's a nice change from the old e-gambling, e-gaming sector that I used to be in. And they say a change is as good as a rest. And I'm quite enjoying the change. It's nice to be responsible for something serious, you know. Yeah. Quick. I'm stuffed. Ah, missed it. Well, that was average. Yeah, Yoshi's Cookie is definitely the one to play. You work for the MOD. Ah. Yeah, NEG Street Fighter 2010 is one of those games that gets a bad rap. People say it's terrible. If you discount the fact that it's got the name Street Fighter in it, it's not that bad of a game. It's not a great game by any stretch, but it's not terrible by any stretch of the word. It's just average. Alan, I'm sorry to hear you had a tough year last year as well. It seems to be that 2019 was kind of rough for a lot of people. So you're not in it alone. I hope 2020, once this corona thing is cleared up, will treat you better. Any plans for the channel? Yeah, actually do stuff on it. That is the plan. For the first few months this year, it's kind of been a bit lacking. But I'm currently recording footage for a top 100 NES games. I plan to do a few more long form videos like that. I also plan to do the retro challenges when I get a chance to do them. I haven't done them for a few weeks, but yeah, I plan to get those going. I don't want to do documentary style videos at the moment. It's just too much to take on. So I'm just starting or restarting with the NES stuff. I've got some CD32 footage put together that's ready to go. I've just got to order it in terms of preference and put it together in a video. I also started on a WonderSwan and WonderSwan color video, but I cancelled it. I scrapped it because I wasn't happy with the way it turned out. As I got further through putting the video together, I realised that it wasn't as cut and dry as just bundling WonderSwan and WonderSwan Color in one video together, because there's WonderSwan Crystal, and some games have enhancements for that. Some games work on the WonderSwan Color and have enhancements. So I cancelled the video because when I discovered about the WonderSwan Crystal, it completely changed, what I considered great. So I'm starting from scratch on that one. I'm going to do a separate WonderSwan Color videos. I'm also doing Spectrum, ZX Spectrum, but instead of lumping, much like with my WonderSwan video, instead of lumping all the Spectrum games together, I'm splitting them out into 16K, 48K and 128K games, because I feel it's unfair to put a 16K game from 1983 up against a 128 game from 1993 in the same list. It just doesn't feel right to me, with the hardware changes and specs. So I'm going to split that out also. So yeah, I've got a couple of plans. I also plan to do possibly a Halloween special this year and an April special next year. But we'll see how things go. We take one step at a time. Speaking of taking one step at a time, let's take steps into the third dimension with Attack Animal Gakuen, which is the game I mentioned earlier in the stream, which is the Space Harrier-esque game in the schoolgirl outfit. Now this, in my opinion, is better than the official NES port of Space Harrier. I'm not completely sold whether it deserves a top spot in the lists. I don't think it does, to be honest. It might be an honourable mention, possibly. But I don't think it will actually scratch the top 100, especially when I'm playing like dog shit at the moment. You can tell it's late in the evening. What else? I'm also planning to do more prototype footage coverage. I have a boatload of prototypes that I want to cover. It's just having the time to do research and finding out more about them, rather than just showing the footage of the actual game. I want to do, backstory. Things like Akira on the Mega Drive, Rayman on the Super Nintendo. There's some Mega Drive ones as well, some Sega Saturn prototypes. And of course, these new prototypes that were discovered the other day on the N64. There's Viewpoint 64, which Viewpoint was great in the Neo Geo and the Mega Drive, but there was an N64 version that was cancelled when it was about 80% complete. I have the prototype, but I haven't really delved into it a great deal. That's one. Yeah, this isn't copied off Space Harrier at all. Plagiarism boy. Super plagiarism boy 2000. Now this never ended up in court. This because the gameplay was differentiated enough, and they aren't the only They aren't the only two games like this on the NES, because there's 3D Adventures of World Runner, which will be featured in the top 100 list. I don't really care what anybody else thinks about that game. I really get a kick out of it. Yeah, so yeah, they just determined that, I guess, that it was alright. The more I play this, the more I notice how difficult it is to hit an enemy, though. The angle that you're firing at, on the sides especially, looks a bit deceiving. It's hard to actually hit an enemy. It's fun. It's kind of a feel-happy game, this one. It's by no means a technical masterclass, but it just puts a smile on your face, It's happy, the sprites are cute, the enemies are cute, the music's jolly. It's just nice, Even the boss is a fucking koala bear with a machine gun. I mean, it's just nice. It's cute. I get a kick out of it. There we go. Next level. See, this one does it. is it good enough to hit the top 100? My initial instinct is no, but I still want to record it and play it, and I still want to come back and play it. I think I want to feature it in the honourable mentions and just put it out there for people to discover on their own. I don't think it quite merits hitting the 100. There's only 100 spots out of 1,300 games plus. So yeah, I can't really justify including this into the full list. It's literally reskinned with different music. Well, we'll play the original Space Harrier. We'll make that the last game, shall we? We'll make Space Harrier the last game on the NES, and then we'll have to call it a night there because it is 2 AM. Yeah, this is a hidden gem, but don't tell Metal Jesus Rocks you said that, or I said that. He'll come a-calling. If you say hidden gems in the mirror 3 times, Metal Jesus turns up behind you. It's an obscure rarity. It's a forgotten classic. Poof. Why can't we have a modern version of a game like this? Well, you do have Planet Harriers. But that is Attack Animal Gakuen. Right, so what was I saying? Space Harrier. Yeah. So this is going to be the last one, boys and girls. If there are any ladies watching. So this is the official port of Space Harrier for the Famicom. Made by Takara 2 years after the original release of the arcade machine. Also after the Master System version. And a lot of the home ports. So this is one of the later conversions. And the first thing that screams to me is, oh, that's a colorized Game Boy game. It's just got that cute, chunky look to it. But you see the speed isn't there. Still got a similar problem to Attack Animal Gakuen, where it's hard to aim your shots. It's hard to determine where they're going to land on the edge of the screen. The angle that your player faces doesn't quite match up with where the bullets go, which is a bit of a problem when you're playing a twitch shooter. But hey ho. I mean, for me, Attack Animal Gakuen is the better game of the two. The music is faithful to the arcade, and it's a good rendition, but the sense of excitement is gone. And listen to that music slow down with the game when the enemies come up on screen. Whoa! Get ready. Boss time. Feel the slowdown. I can't even see the flames coming at me. There's so much sprite flicker. I'm having to really focus on where my shots are landing. Hey, level 2. Giza. Game over. No continues. Well, there we go. Koalas with machine guns is hard to beat in personality. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, so that's Space Harrier, the official Space Harrier on not NES, Famicom. But for me, Animal Attack Gakuen is the better game. And for me, even better than Attack Animal Gakuen is the 3D Adventures of World Runner. Even though a lot of people don't like that game, I really got a kick out of it, and I think that's the best game of its type for the NES. In the arcade, of course, Space Harrier absolutely takes it, but for the NES, I'd say 3D World Runner is the most playable, and the most original as well, I would say. But yeah. Oh well, it is now 2 a.m. We've made some good progress. I've now got 70 games recorded that are good contenders for the top 100 list. We will sort through them once I've got recording of every game that I kind of want to look at, along with suggestions from people who are watching the streams and, you know, on Twitter and Facebook and all of that jazz. I'm always open to suggestions to check out new games. Today I discovered P.O.P.O. on the NES. I didn't know that there was a Famicom version of that, and it rocks. It's really good. Yoshi's Cookie, yeah, that's a really solid puzzle game. We also discovered the shooter. I've forgotten what it was called, but Star Force. That was the one. Star Force. That was another game I didn't know about today. So yeah, we got some good contenders. We got some contenders for some of the worst games on the NES, like Magic Dragon, which, you know, is supposed to be R-Type, but has been changed completely, and it looks like it's been coded by a 4-year-old. It's broken, but there's something that appeals to me with it. I don't know why, but it does appeal. Chase HQ on the NES is appalling. It's a rough conversion. And the Creon Conquest was okay. So we've had a mixed bag. And there's a lot further to go. Speaking of a lot further to go, I've still got to adjust this light. I'll get it perfect. This is without the light, and this is it on. It's like really bright on maximum. So I will get that figured out, and I will get the green screen set up and everything properly at some point in the near future. That's something I will dig out in time. I'm going to fiddle because it's all Wi-Fi based, so I can just grab my phone and pew, 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 play with it, change the lighting colours and make me look a bit warmer or a bit colder. Yeah, I'm going to play with that for freaking ages. Probably longer than the NES games, to be honest. But yeah, so we've got a long way to go. I'm going to do these streams a bit more often. I've got some holiday lined up for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so you never know. I may do some more NES streaming very, very soon. I also want to do some VR streaming because there's some great games on VR that a lot of people don't realise because VR isn't that popular at the moment. It's getting more popular. I picked up my VR headset in November, and already I own about 150 games for my Oculus Rift S. There's some really, really good stuff, some really unique games. There's a lot of shit as well, don't get me wrong, but there are some corking games out for the VR. And I really want to bring those to the forefront as well. Let people know that they're missing out some great titles. So I think those two are going to be the most immediate things I'm going to cover. So yeah, let's carry on. There's ahoy. So yeah, the next time you see me online, I'm not going to schedule it in advance. I don't do schedules. It's basically when I've got time, I'll pop on. So it's really important, if you haven't already, subscribe. Please subscribe. Touch my bell end, that little bell icon. Touch the bell end, and that way you get notified whenever I go live. It's not all the time, so it's a fairly rare occurrence. So go ahead and touch my bell end.
Touch it. Touch it.
And yeah, I hope that I will see you on the next one. Thank you very much for joining, everybody. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the company and the conversation and the suggestions. It's all good stuff. Please keep it up. Follow me over on Twitter at twitter.com/Juggernaut. Over on Facebook at Juggernaut Games. And yeah, I would say about the website, but I haven't updated the website in absolutely forever. But it is juggernaut.com. There is an RSS feed that gives you the latest information on emulation and hack news, so it might be worth just travelling over there just to see what the latest info is. So that is juggernaut.com. Yeah, and if not, then send me a message on YouTube. I'm always here. I'm always at the end of my phone. I get a notification whenever you guys send me a message through community or what have you. So, yeah, fire away. Send me a message and I'll happily respond to you. And let's go. Right. Okay, also over the weekend, I will be playing a bit of Streets of Rage 4. It might be with my kids because my 4-year-old loves it and my 9-year-old loves it. So we might get a bit of 3-player action on stream at some point, or it might be just me trying to beat my score on Mania. But that will be something else I'll be doing at some point in the near future too. Alright guys, until next time, stay safe, stay sane, stay indoors, and stay the fuck away from people who aren't in your family, just until this thing gets over and done with, okay? It's not going to be much longer now, maybe another month at the absolute top. Just stay safe, you know? Just hang in there, hang in there. Alright guys, take care. Bye.